learn. You learn as you go. It's not like I'm not a trained business person myself, but like because I'm in this field, I know.
Women are the largest untapped reservoir of talent in the world. Hillary Clinton. A very good morning to each one of you and a warm welcome to the panel discussion on women directors, roles and perspectives. I invite Ms. Abha Dalmia to give the green certificate and memento to Ms. Pallavi Shroff, Managing Partner of Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas and Company. Ma'am, we at Flow do not give bouquets. Instead, we plant a tree in your name. I invite Ms. Neena Malhotra, Past President Flow, to give the green certificate and memento to Ms. Deepika Jindal, Executive Creative Director and MD JSL Lifestyles Limited and MD of JSL Architecture Limited. I invite Flow member Ms. Sadhana Agarwal to give the green certificate and memento to Ms. Fatima Karan, Consulting Editor, Bloomberg TV India. I invite Ms. Ritu Vadera to give the green certificate and memento to Ms. Ranjana Agarwal, Past President Flow and Chairperson WCD India.
Give a green certificate to Poonam Mahajan, who has ably organized the program and is heading the Women Directors program for Delhi.
I now request Ms. Archana Garodia Gupta, President Flow, to give her welcome address.
Good morning. I'd like to welcome you all to this program. This is under our initiative of FWD, which is Flow Women Directors. For the benefit of our panelists, Flow is the oldest business women's chamber in South Asia. We are working to economically empower women since 32 years. It is present in 15 locations across the country and has 4,000 women entrepreneurs as members. At present, with perhaps 3,000 of our members as directors in companies, we are probably the single largest body of women directors in the country. Many of them are on family boards where frankly they have little voice. Additionally, with the government directive to have at least one woman on the board, many companies are struggling to appoint qualified women directors. As you are all aware, many companies have been fined recently. So Flow, in a tie-up with KPMG and the IIMs, is conducting across its 15 locations familiarization and training programs for existing women directors to increase their effectiveness and to let them know about their liabilities and responsibilities. We are also identifying likely women from our members, and this list will then be made available to corporates. So why all this hullabaloo about getting women on boards? Can quotas which may place dummy women directors on boards possibly influence corporate effectiveness? Much research has been conducted across the world, and the answer seems quite conclusive. Boards with more women directors financially outperform boards with fewer. A 2003 study by Catalyst found that Fortune 500 companies with the highest representation of women board directors attained significantly higher financial performance on average than those with the lowest representation of women board directors. And the ratio was, on return on equity, was higher by 53%. Return on sales was higher by 42%. What could be the mechanism? It is generally acknowledged that greater diversity of views in a board lead to prevention of groupthink and lead to better and more stable, more robust decision making. The other thing which I would like to mention here is that some studies have shown that at least 3 women are required on a board to change boardroom dynamics. Still others say that a critical mass of about 30% of women at the board level produces the best financial results. Many European countries today have requirements of 30%, and there are, I think, a couple with 40% requirement. So this could be a good, I mean, it's a very cheap and easy way for companies to increase their profitability if just putting 3 or 4 women on your board can help. See, this is the data. It's a very easy, it's a very cheap way of trying out something. It's not a very complex or a very expensive way to see if it works. So this is what Flow is recommending. We are also looking to ask maybe the government to look at 30% quotas. Thank you so much. And we have our panelists. Ranjana has been spearheading the Women Corporate Directors movement in Flow, so she'll be introducing them. Thank you and welcome again.
Dear friends and distinguished guests, I am indeed thankful to Archana for giving me this opportunity for not only introducing WCD India, but also introducing our very esteemed guests today. Friends, WCD India is supported by an organization based out of USA, which is a robust organization of very powerful and influential women worldwide. There are about 3,500 women across the world on 6,500 boards. And typically this forum is a networking forum. Not only they are looking at diversity, but also placing women on boards actively. So this forum has tied up with Flow in 2010-11. And under that affiliation, it is now helping Flow to not only train women to be on a board, like, in fact, we have about two training programs have already been held in Hyderabad and Bangalore. 2 are going to be held in Indore and Delhi. And we are going pan-India with the training program. Training is to let sitting directors and also women who are eligible to be a director to come and understand what is the liability of a woman director. When she comes on a board, sometimes she's there because her husband or somebody, a relative, asks her to be on the board. But she doesn't know what is the liability, what is her responsibility, how to behave, what are the soft skills required to be on a board, what is the culture at the boardroom. Typically, boards have been sort of manned by senior men who come from that old boys club, and they have a very good networking, and most men draw upon their friends who are maybe retired and have nothing to do really, and they have been typically on boards. Now that the government has mandated one woman on a board, there's a playing field, level field, and now there's an opportunity for women who want to be on a board to come forward and contribute. Typically, it has been seen that women are very shy and they don't want to be recognized for their hard work. They have very low self-esteem. They don't even strategize how to be on a board. So that is what is required, and a little nudge that Flow and WCD can give is what we are attempting to do now. So, with these words, I'm very happy to introduce to you our panelists, Pallavi Shroff, Deepika Jindal, and our moderator, Fatima Karan. Pallavi Shroff is called the Queen of Courts. She is a lawyer with the highest ethical standards, a true professional who is called the doyen of competition law. She is the managing partner at Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas and has 30 years of experience in advising high-profile clients. She is on the board of Maruti Suzuki and Apollo Tyres Limited. I'm particularly happy to introduce her because we have a very long association. We were in college together. Our children went to the same class in Sardar Patel. We've sold Golgappas in the food festival together. And our parents have known each other for a very, very long time. So, Pallavi, welcome to this forum, and we are really looking forward to your inputs.
Thank you, Ranjana. Thank you so much.
Deepika Jindal, that lovely lady who's sitting in the middle, is very well known in the world of art and design. She is perhaps better known as the Art Dinox girl, who started the famous Stainless Gallery in Delhi. She chairs the CSR wing of Jindal Steels and is on the board of many educational and charitable institutions. I also know that she is the managing director and executive director of her own board. In 2008, Deepika was awarded the IVEC Award in New York. We now come to this lovely lady, Fatima Mehdi Karan. You've got a lovely smile, firstly. Our moderator for the day. She started her career as a banker and is now the consulting editor at Bloomberg TV India. She anchors daily prime time shows, including the property show, The Final Word. Incidentally, Fatima, Bloomberg had sponsored the WCD event in New York, and I've been to your office. It's a fantastic office. Yes. Fatima has done double majors in economics and international relations and masters in diplomacy, law and business. She has profiled people from politics, business and arts. Fatima also anchors the show Women Mean Business. That's a good one. Yeah. They really mean business. On a parting note, I quickly want to share with you that Archana said, we don't know whether quotas are good. I think quotas are very good. It starts with quotas, and it's a level playing field, therefore. So thank you very much, all of you on the panel. Thank you. Over to you, Fatima.
Can everyone hear me clearly? Great, wonderful. First of all, it's a pleasure for me to be here, and it just so happens that Ms. Shroff was one of my guests just a few months ago on a show that we were doing on female directors lacking from boards. And this deadline was approaching, and we sort of discussed this at length. And there are two parts of this discussion that I'd like to have. One is that, yes, there are systems in place, there are quotas, there are penalties involved, and yes, there is a lag in the system itself. But I don't think that's what we're here to discuss, because all of us are familiar with those gaps. I think what's a very constructive way of